Hello, Viking. How are you doing today? We're gonna get started in just a couple moments here.
Hello, Viking. How are you doing today?
Oh,
We're gonna get started.
there we go. Had some echo going on there. You're doing well? That's good to hear. I'm doing pretty good today, too. Looking forward to some Ostranauts. Yeah, sometimes it, like, when you hit start streaming, it automatically opens up another tab in your browser, and like it doesn't automatically mute you, so like you're watching your own stream for a moment. It's super frustrating. I do it way more than I should. I try to double check it and remember, but I forget sometimes. Inception. Yeah, it can get real bad sounding sometimes too. All right, let's check our lighting and everything, and then we can get going. Great. There we go. Yeah, good. All right, so today is Ostranauts. This is a fun space game. It's another survival, because of course it is. And we did some light piracy the last time. And we did some very real piracy last time. We ended up stealing a whole ship, actually. It was a lot of fun. Quite good. Let's pull that up. Take a look. Have you seen any of the... beautiful. Thank you so much. Have you seen any of the photos from the crew yet on the Artemis 2? Some really pretty photos out there now. All right. So, I think I will fix up our description and we'll get going here. That is not what I meant to click. There we go. You saw a short clip but not the photos? Totally fair. There's a couple of like really nice ones now. But, yeah. There we go. Yeah, they're a couple days in now. They're on their way to the moon at this point. There we go. They are... Let's see if I can't get a, like, image of showing, like, how far along they are at the moment. Let's see... I don't know where they are. There's nothing good to show it at the moment. That's okay. Yeah, okay, so let's hop into some Ostranauts. Love this. Last time we managed to steal a big, huge ship with a reactor core, which was awesome. Looks like we're a little hungry, a little thirsty. Looks like our temperature is not ideal. That's right, and we just finished installing those two very lovely things. So let's go take a look around our old ship. Oh, laggy internet bites. But realistically, I think that's everything we kinda want at the moment from our old ship. Well, no, we'll take the battery. We'll take the battery from our old ship. Doesn't hurt. There we go. Seems like we might be spinning a little bit. Not a big deal. Oh, come on. What is going on? Why can't we reach that location? Oh, of course, because the battery's... The door locked on us behind us because the battery's dead. Of course. That's fine. There we go. Okay, so we will just put the battery there, though. We're going to turn this O2 alarm off because it is incredibly fresh. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. Great. So, this is our new ship. Love it. Let's take that crate and we'll go ahead and put you down. Put our helmet in our hand. And I think we're good. Everything we need for this ship is ready to go. So we're gonna find some food. Anyone rejoining us from our last stream, we pirated this ship from a poor unfortunate soul. And now it's ours. So, oh, I never changed our screen over. Shoot. Whoops. Sorry, everybody. There we go. That's the right screen for actually going. Yep, just realized that. Yeah, it was set up that way for the Artemis. But then I forgot to change it, it looks like. Oh, sorry, everybody. I had some issues with my overlays this morning. And it appears they are insisting on being frustrating today. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on. Can make this a little bit bigger. There. How's that look? Nope, a little bit smaller. Sorry, everybody. Bear with me while I fix this overlay. I kind of like threw it back together again today after like I had all these issues this morning. My goodness. Just all of the issues today. Okay. And we're gonna say that's good enough. Nope. Almost good enough. I like things looking pretty. There we go. Much better. Trial and error. Thanks. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry about that. I usually am like right on top of that stuff, but yeah, it just gave me this big issue this morning with a couple of things. So let's check our status, because we did have to like kill somebody to do this. So yeah, we're not too bad on most things here. We will quickly just be very introverted and long for a better love life. Great. All kinds of desperate, that's fine. Alright. Link it. Fantastic. So we're gonna use this nav station. And it's an unregistered ship, which is fine because we are setting it up now. Docking clamp is fine. It looks like maybe we don't have an antenna attached. That might be the problem. How far away are we from K-Leg? Not too bad. Okay. So, plenty of power, plenty of fuel. Does feel like we don't have an antenna. Okay. Let's just make sure we have an antenna. Let's just do a walk around. Make sure, because this ship was like in weird shape when we found it. So we'll just check in a couple places here. There we go. See a bit better. Soldering, yeah, so we do have an antenna that is connected. Oh, it isn't connected. Oh, it is connected. Okay, following that all the way around, it's connected. Or at least it should be. We already broke enough laws, don't need to break more. Because I'm sure we will end up breaking some more. Okay, so that is connected all the way around. Good. And that has its light. So it's still saying we're unregistered for some reason, and I'm not 100% sure why. Also, it appears there's something to be desired about our air control in here. But all of that's fine. Let's hop into the nav station. Yes, I am aware. We're going to go to dock, we're going to request clearance, we're going to undock, and bye-bye. Yes, yes, I know. We're technically still showing as an unregistered ship. Well, we're gonna try and fix that in a moment here. Get away from that, and I think we're gonna start slowly going over to the flotilla. The flotilla is definitely the right choice, just to see if we can't, like, take care of our less than 100% legal ship here. And we're just gonna fix our map control so that we're lined up a bit. There we go. Much easier to set up where we're going when you have a line of reference properly. There we go. And away we go. Okay, so transponder's reading as Dreadnought, which is our old ship, of course. I think we just need to re-register it, so we should be fine. While we're flying, we'll take care of a couple of little unhappinesses. There we go. If you're just joining us, this is our Lunamax. We're on our way to the flotilla, which is the less than legal port. Kind of like Mos Eisley, but you know, it's floating and orbits the sun. And we managed to pirate this ship on our last stream last week. So that's super exciting. Oh my gosh, I also just realized today is the 1 month anniversary of me streaming. And I actually started by streaming Ostranauts. I think today's the 1 month anniversary. I feel like it is. It is, definitely, because last week was the 3-week one. So today's 1 month of streaming. Managed to make affiliate, managed to get a few subscribers going now. So, you know, that's awesome. It's been going really well. I hope everybody's been enjoying it. And if you have any requests for different games, please do feel free to let me know. I am thinking about doing some Factorio maybe, or some RimWorld. And of course, still doing my standard Timberborn run that we're doing at the moment and whatnot. Aw, thank you so much, Corp, for the happy 1 month. But yeah, I love these deep simulation games. They're really fun. They're interesting to try and break, you know. So it's good. There we go. Trying to get happier here. We're pretty lonely being a pirate out here. Still can't believe we managed to steal this whole ship on like first couple hours of a new run here. Absolutely amazing. So much fun. Just gotta deal with the fact that we're like desperate for intimacy here. Been trying here, but might actually have to go find somebody to talk to this time, opposed to just trying to deal with it all on our own. Unlike our very, very introverted last character. Totally time for tea. There we go. Tea time! Whoops. Spilt a little bit. There we go. I hope everybody else is enjoying this Good Friday, and hopefully you have a holiday today as well. Oh, I made quite the mess, my goodness. There we go. Clean up a little bit. My goodness, we really can't get out of this desperate hole of feeling like we're going to be alone forever. Okay, that's fine. We will reach out to some family and friends then. Write a letter home, maybe. There we go. All right, let's hop back in. We should be getting semi-close at this point. Or maybe we're moving a lot slower than I thought we were. So fun. Can't see... I can't see our range to target. Huh. That's interesting. There's our long range and our torch drive. Warnings, diagnostic. Oh look, ship logs. Cool. Very cool. Status, reactor's currently offline, which is fine. Okay. So, we do not have a what is the word that I'm looking for? A tracker installed on there. Actually, no, don't use it. We need to check the inventory, see what modules there are. There is a target data module. Okay, so why can't we see it? Interesting. All right, let's hit this edit. Oh, there it is. Oh, how interesting. So we actually need to like figure out where we want to put different things to make it fit. Cool. Very cool. Let's see. That works for the time being, I think. Fantastic. There we go. Great. Did we not put the target one in? I guess it didn't like save it there. There we go. There we go. Our relative velocity is 25. Your cat is fully fast asleep on my leg. The rule of cat means I can't move. Stuck there forever. Point of reference, navigation. Oh no, we're moving at a decent clip here. Okay, okay. Yeah, my leg and. Last night, Cleo and I just cuddled up and enjoyed just nice warm on the mattress for hours. Cleo being the puppy, of course. This is where you die because of your cat. Hopefully not there, Viking. Hopefully not. All right, let's speed ourselves up here a little bit. There we go. It looks like there might be a ship or two on the way there, so we might dock with those and check it out. Yeah, because there's at least this one. And we're missing we are missing one other module I would really like to have, actually. You love Cleo? Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She really is. Okay. Inventory. Fun with the new modules, trying to figure out like, okay, so what am I missing? What do I feel like I need? Reserves, torch drive, time and zoom, target data, map control, diagnostic. You miss Cleo so much? Well, you're gonna see her soon. I'm sure you'll get to see her soon, I'm sure. There we go. Sorry, just checking one thing here, everybody. Oop, sorry about that. That was what I was checking to see, is if I needed to turn that off. There we go. And silenced. Great. And good. All right, so let's see. So this one has those ones. Let's look at this nav. Sensors. Yeah, see, I feel like it's missing the sensor module. Whoops, wrong button. There it is. Yeah, so it's missing the sensor module for sure. Okay. Let's put that in your hand. Is there anything else here? I don't think the mooring control is there either, actually. And this one has, it looks like the same ones. There we go. So let's use the nav station here, and we will set this up a little different. So I'm gonna guess it has to be properly, yeah it does, okay. Interesting. This one we don't need for the time being, so this can just take its place, and I think that'll be good. Oh, no, it didn't take. There we go. Yeah, see, having this nice little sensor readout here is so lovely. All right. Let's zoom back in. Great, and how far out are we? Relative velocity is like 165. There we go. Let's just speed up a bit here. 700 meters a second, that's pretty quick. Great. This one keeps jumping around. That's new to me. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Gotta do some course correction here. Maybe we don't. Maybe we're good. No, we definitely do. Okay. That was the wrong button. See a spin out there instead of translate a little bit. There we go. If you're just joining us, we are continuing on with our Ostranauts playthrough with the new update, the 0.151. It is the public test branch that we're trying out still. And we managed to pirate a Lunamax, actually, on our first time, well, maybe second time out from K-Leg. Second, maybe third time out from K-Leg. Very early in the game, anyhow. And so we have a Lunamax that's entirely ours, which is very cool, in my opinion. Managed to pick it up, like, right away. And we're just on our way to the flotilla at the moment. Speeding up time to get there. Looks like there might be a ship to dock with before we get there. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see as we get closer here. We're still several hundred kilometers away. There we go. Getting closer. And we're 4 minutes out, so we will slow down a whole bunch. There we go. Yeah, we're moving quite quick. Managed to get up to a couple hundred meters a second there. Definitely want to bring that down a little. There we go. So this will be our first time with the flotilla since the update, so hopefully there's some cool stuff to pick up here that is new and exciting. because of course they did add space weapons in now, as well as asteroid mining. So we'll see if the flotilla has anything fun for us. Relative velocity is still very high, so we'll continue to slow down a bit. And yeah, that's fine. I just want to know. Okay, so we are empty. Okay. So we did manage to pirate this ship, and when we pirated it, it already had a set up reactor, but it looks like there's no fuel of any kind on board, which is totally fine. Easy to pick that up anywhere. And honestly, just picking up a whole Lunamax to start is kind of outrageously good. Like, it was in perfect shape, and we added a transponder to it, our transponder that's registered to us, so I'm hoping that that means we can just register this ship, because it's not, like, it didn't have a transponder. So we'll find out here. And we're just gonna adjust a little bit. That is not the right button. I keep doing that. There we go. And let's just take a look here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. We're just adjusting our course a little bit so that when we get into docking range here in the next few minutes, not even minutes, moments probably, we will be a little bit better lined up with the docking ports. There we go. How far out? 3 minutes still? That's fine. We will speed through that in a moment. Our relative is a little high, so we'll bring that down when we get a little closer. You can see that this ship is very twitchy. Just means we have good RCS to like the mass of the ship, which is a good thing. Unlike the previous ship that was like an absolute freaking tank, it just like barely moved. There we go, 2 minutes out. So we'll slow down, bring us down to like that 100 meters a second mark. Very important to be around that 100 meters a second before you go into docking. It gives you a couple of extra seconds to set yourself up. But also, you can't actually engage the clamps if you're moving more than 100 meters per second relative velocity. There we go, so our range is 23 kilometers. It'll just be another moment, and we will be docked with the flotilla, kind of like Mos Eisley, if you haven't played before. If you know Star Wars. If you don't know Star Wars, I'm kind of not really sure what to draw it to. Because, like, that's my classic go-to in this case. Yeah. They've changed some of the docking clamps here now, which is kind of cool. Like, they've added a bunch to a lot of the different stations and whatnot that you can dock with. They've changed the number that are there, which is super cool in my opinion. And a couple of other things. So I'm still finding the new things out here. Oh, sounds like I didn't clear our proximity warning. Sorry, everybody. There we go. And we're docked. Let me clear that proximity warning. It's just because there's extra ships out here. Interesting. There's never been ships that just like kind of hold off the edge of K-leg, so that's new and interesting. All right, let's take a look. We are definitely going out there with our oh so lovely cutlass in hand, because this is a pirate port, let's remember. Oh, interesting. We docked at the other side of it. I've never docked on this side of the flotilla. I'm used to coming in on the other end. So what we're gonna do is head inside and talk to some people. There we go. So like this place is like been welded together randomly. It started off as just somewhere for people to like not dock with K-Leg, and it's just gotten bigger over time. It's very cool. Okay, so we should probably talk to some people while we're here this time. Oh, there's a scrap kiosk here now? Cool. So we can buy some stuff here. Oh, we need one of these, that's for sure. Weapons modules, yes. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And actually, before we go too far, we need to go back to our ship and set up like our barter area. What the barter area does is exactly kind of like what it sounds like. It is a place where you can send things to and from your ship when you're buying stuff. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I'm so excited. This is so cool. We need our zones button. There we go. So if you're just joining us, we managed to pirate this ship, and I am so happy about it. It is a Lunamax in fantastic shape instead of our very icky little tiny starting ship. And we actually managed to install our own transponder on it. So I'm hoping that that means we get to just kind of keep it and don't need to worry about any issues legally. Even though we're pirates, and that's kind of an oxymoron, but you know. There we go. So we are just going to pick up these two Polaris modules real quick. The weapons and fire group one, I'm not super familiar with the fire and the hold stuff that got added. However, I have played a couple rounds of the arena, so it's not like I'm totally lost here. Let's see. Yeah, they got like nothing that I really want to buy. Let's see if there's anybody else around that's gonna let us buy stuff. Sometimes the best thing to do is just like click on a couple people and see like, what are you saying? And it doesn't really look like there's much to buy here. Oh, gotta go, love you. Thanks so much for dropping in there, Viking. Have a wonderful day, love you too. Have a good one. Let's take a look around. I'm gonna assume we can do this, and that no one's gonna get mad at us. They're unlocked. Doesn't really look like there's anything of value in them anyway. Okay. So this was not as exciting as I was hoping it was gonna be coming here. But that's alright. Oh, this person. I don't think we traded with this person, so that's new. Helen Williams? Oh, you have like some... Oh, you have the drugs. Okay, yeah, I've traded with you before. Okay. Yeah, not too exciting. Not exciting this time. MFD. Thought we just bought one of those. But maybe we didn't. How much money do we have kicking? We're 80 grand. Okay, we'll leave it for a second because it's not like it's gonna update and we'll lose out on it. So let's just go double check what we do have for modules here. Okay, so interesting. So that one came in hand, one of the ones that we bought. Or maybe they both did. And we just only were able to buy the one. Yeah, it looks like we only bought the one module. It doesn't look like both were bought when we tried to. Must not have been sent to the place properly then. That's fine. Actually, we should grab a crate. Easier to buy stuff and just put it in our crate so we don't lose it. There we go. Fantastic. And then we will likely head out shortly, see if we can't do another spot of pirating today. Maybe get some fire. Yeah, it is a... Okay, so it's the same one, it's just damaged, this one. Okay, so we'll just buy the damaged one. We're not going to send it to the bar zone. It can just go in our hand. The arcade cabinet we're not going to get. We have a sleeping bunk. Okay, so we're good on everything else from there. Fantastic. So that's a trading kiosk, which we don't need to deal with. Smiley76. What a name. What a name. Make people swoon over us. Flirt with random people. Get our needs met that way. We really should do it with the person that, like, you know, actually has some valuable things to sell, kinda, sorta. Oh look, a coffee machine. That's fun. Also, we really do need more RCS, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do if we, you know, can't find any more. My goodness, we tried to talk to this person, then started talking to another one at the same time. Not helpful. Not helpful when they're on two opposite ends of the space station. Man, this place really does look like it's falling apart. They did a good job on that. Let's ask what's up. There we go. Funny, everybody on board this ship has a meaning of not caring about anything anymore. And they're walking away. Okay, we're done with this place. So what we're gonna do is come back to the scrap spot. And we're gonna think about... Yeah, they don't have anything that we need. That's fine. I was hoping that they would have some more RCS there, but they don't. So what we'll do then, in that case, is hop back on board our ship. And we're gonna leave that new fire control module there. It's broken at the moment. We're gonna have to do some repairs to it. And what's our oxygen tank at, to be honest? It's at an okay... There we go. We still have an N2 tank right... My gosh. Don't be ridiculous. Don't do that. Oh, my goodness. There we go. You're going to come back over here, and I want the correct crate in your hand. There we go. It's actually called tools for, you know, the obvious reason that all the tools are there. And we're gonna uninstall this N2 can. The reason why is because we're almost out of RCS, which means we won't be able to fly properly if we actually run out. And I don't want to have to get rescued yet. That would be unfortunate. So we'll just take it over here. And let's see, how much is in this tank? Oh, that one's got more than I thought it did. Maybe it's just because we have so many of them that it seems like we're out of RCS. Because like 300 kilos should get us pretty far. Which should actually get us quite far, to be honest. It'll get us far enough to find another ship, I think, with what we have. And then we'll be able to just do some light piracy or salvage. We'll call it salvage if there's nobody there, and if there is somebody there, we actually might still call it salvage. You know, it just needed help getting to some salvage first. Could even try this ship, because why not? Let's see who is on that crew. One person is on that crew, so we might be able to get away with that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead, take a look at unread messages. Cool. Where is that though? In the middle of nowhere. Sometimes you get unread messages when you're away from your console here. All right. So, docking. We're going to request clearance, request undocking clearance, and away we go. Still telling us we're an unregistered ship, but like, that's fine. Where are we? There we go. Whoops, not what I meant to do. There we go. Ha, perfect, okay. Let's go ahead and try and dock with this person. Oh, no, we're still... That shows us the flotilla, how interesting. Okay. And... Huh, our display controls, I do not like the fact that... Target. There we go. There we go. Hail that ship. Let's try docking with them. See if we can't steal some RCS from them. Okay, so they don't want us to dock, that's fine. Let's head back to our nav console. I don't want to do piracy that close to the flotilla. It might end very badly for us. So we'll kind of set up to go back to K-Leg here at a nice slow rate. And that will guarantee we'll get some RCS. And we should be able to pick some up in the boneyard on our way there. So we'll start twisting, well, rotating our ship here. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Constantly. I am always turning the wrong thing off. I mean to turn the RCS control over to map controls so that we can make adjustments and set up our map properly, and then it just doesn't want to do it. Or like, it's not that it doesn't want to do it, it's that, okay, now it doesn't want to do it. Why can't I? There we go. Kind of. My goodness. They've changed so many things. Getting used to them all. Alright, tea time. As long as we don't crash into anything while I'm figuring this all out. That's the important part here. There we go. Got our reference line set up. As we just continue to spin ridiculously. There we go. Slow down a little bit. There. Accelerate. Yeah, we have 900 kilos. Yeah, so we were still at 600. It just looks like we had none left because of how much we can have on this ship. That's what the problem is. All right, let's accelerate a little bit quicker here. There we go. Our bearing's 358, so we're headed directly towards it. Our relative velocity is coming up to 200. We'll stop around 3 probably. That'll give us plenty of time to still be able to decide on if and which wrecks we'll try and salvage. There we go. And we'll take a look, zoom out a little bit. Local area. Let's see how we're doing on looking at this one. So this ship, we might hit this one. We're 20 minutes away from it. Our bearing's not ideal for it, but that's okay. Let's go ahead. Looks like it's spinning. I do like that the ships kind of like update now with the new update. They don't necessarily stay in the exact same place the entire time. And like they move as you get closer, like they're literally showing that as you get closer, your sensors are getting more precise, which is nice. There we go. And of course, we will throw our reactor on once we have some fuel for it, but we don't at the moment. Range is 300. Yeah, see, the flotilla is really out there compared to the rest of the boneyard and what's like right beside K-Leg itself. Okay, so we're going to just slow down, fix our bearing for this ship. There we go. Keeps jumping around a little bit, so it does make me wonder if it's being piloted and they just have their transponder off. It's entirely possible. We're gonna try hailing it, see if anyone answers. Target's unresponsive. Okay, so what we'll do is set our line and we'll get ready to dock with it. There we go. Yeah, it keeps jumping. Interesting. Not the end of the world. We are still like 100 kilometers away from the thing. There we go. What we will do is just slow down, set ourselves up to be able to intercept it properly, opposed to just fly past it. Because it does look like, according to our sensors, that we're pretty good. Oh, that is a bad spot for sensors to be, because we can't use all the buttons now. Oh, it's Dreadnought. It's our own old ship. So we're gonna ignore that then. And we'll set up for this ship over here instead. There we go. Or actually, you know what? This one's even better. It's closer. There. Too funny. Almost going to salvage our old ship. Might have some RCS on it, but not enough to make it worth it. Definitely better to go and check out other ships that have a lot of them close by. A lot of other ships close by. Relative velocity is mostly cross. That's fine. Let's speed up. And it looks like, yeah, we're gonna have to fix that though, which is fine. There we go. You can see the G-forces do affect like how you're feeling about different things. Oh, we just got scanned by a K-Leg authority ship, so we'll see if they try and board us or not. Last time that happened, we ended up crashing really bad, which is why our ship was in such bad shape when we decided to go and pirate this one. But we definitely have a couple of things that we've done that we shouldn't have, like, you know, being pirates. Currently this ship isn't registered, so we'll see. We'll see if they try to board us or anything again. It's honestly not the end of the world if they do. There we go. 230 meters a second. Just try and get a little quicker going here. There we go. We'll decide on a ship once we get a little closer to them all. Just because as we're drifting in the orbit, the K-Leg follows. You can see like we're losing our targets as they get too far away from us, which is fine. Like there's always more ships being towed into the boneyard. And we don't want to go further away from K-Leg. And I like this ship actually right here. So we're going to go for this one. There we go. We're moving quite quick at the moment. But we're still a few hundred kilometers away. How about this one? Or even this one? Yeah, we're gonna go like this. Yeah, we're gonna try and dock with this ship right here, but I have a feeling we're moving too quick. Because we are moving very quick at the moment. We actually ended up accelerating as we were just kind of floating along there. Yeah, even K-Leg, we're moving really quick in comparison to everything around us. So we're gonna do a trick that, you know, it's not my favorite trick in the world to use, but it works quite well in situations like this. We're gonna go ahead and actually use our onboard oxygen. Because we do have extra, and it is better to use it and dock than have to call for rescue. At least that's my my opinion on it. And honestly, we have an EVA suit, worst comes to worst. So we'll come over here, we'll move this N2 tank, because I'm sure this N2 tank is empty at this point. It is. How about this one? This one is not. How about that one? That one is. And then we have this other N2 tank right here. So we'll go ahead, we'll uninstall it. Great. And so that'll give us plenty, and that should be enough for us to slow down and either dock with K-Leg or dock with one of these other ships that's just floating past us right now. And then we'll be able to refill our RCS a little bit, and we'll be okay. There we go. Yeah, see, we went right past that one. That was a ship we must have tried to salvage earlier. So we're gonna go for this one, I think, or because like looking at it, we've got all these cargo pods, and cargo pods are worth a lot. Okay, what we'll do is fix our map control first, because this is the most important part at the moment, and then we need to slow down. Because 500 meters a second is just too much. I'm just trying to make sure we don't hit this ship right here, and it looks like we may just let ourselves come all the way into K-Leg, just based on like how much RCS we have at the moment. And how much our speed still is. Yep, I know we're close to that ship. We're gonna continue just to slow down. We'll see what happens here. Because we really just need to get like down to like the 200 range like this, and we're much safer. And compared to K-Leg, what's our... Yeah, we're okay with K-Leg. We're gonna take the risk because there's two ships close together over here. So we'll go for it. We're gonna take that risk. Free RCS, possible cargo pods, it's worth it. There we go. We'll just spin ourselves around here. And... great. There we go. A little more G-force than we're really happy with. But it's mainly because we've got that big crate with us. And we're coming to a slow. Really need that cross to come all the way down, and then we'll speed up a little bit, but not too much. There we go. A little bit more. Part of what I'm using to judge, of course, is the like little white triangles off of, just to see like this is the expected path of travel kind of thing. There. So we're still 700 kilos left, giving us about 2.5 kilometers a second of RCS. So like we've got lots and lots. My gosh, I hit the wrong button again. There we go. Which actually, now that I think about it, probably means that when I thought we were about to run out, we really weren't. And it's just that whole... Why do we have a fault? Interesting. That's our either transponder or our antenna's having an issue of some kind. And we should really check that out. How far away are we? 4 minutes? Okay, so let's just go like this. Antenna's on. Transponder appears to be fine. There we go. Hop back into the nav console. Oh, because it's off. It's actually showing us off here still. Whoops. There we go. Great. Okay, so we need to set this up better so that I stop hitting that transponder button. What could we do to make that better? Honestly, we don't need the diagnostics on here, so we're gonna grab that and we'll put it here. What's this one? The controls one? I don't really like need that one the same way. So we're gonna grab the nav module, the transponder needs to move. Those can all go up there for now at least. And this just works much better. For the time being at least. Just make sure everything is lined up correctly, and there we go. Perfect. I love that we can like change around how our consoles are set up now, and that there's different kinds of modules. I'm really excited to see what other kinds there are beyond just like the standard ones, and to see if there's like different, just like different companies even, because it's all Polaris right now. So like it might be neat to see if there's others. Ship's looking like it's in really good shape as we get closer and closer here. And we definitely need to move our sensors as well, actually. So like if we go like this. And like having the IFF isn't super required on the screen. So if we need to move it, we can later. There we go. That is a much better setup. Oh, that feels much more comfortable. Range of 5 kilometers. Let's hail that ship. And dock. Great. There we go. Coming in a little fast. You can see that it was red there. And goes yellow as you're slowing down. Oops, our cross velocity is a little funky apparently. That's okay. There we go. And just about perfect docking maneuver. Here we go. Fantastic. And we're docked, and it's Titan Max as expected. We have our tools, we have our helmet. Oh yeah. High-end cargo pods. This is what I'm talking about. So this is gonna be like $1 million. And we have somebody here who is probably gonna try and get on board our ship in a moment. They have a very basic weapon. And they are an illegal. Just like us, which isn't a big deal. Looks like there's a mostly intact reactor room, so this is going to be a great place to salvage for sure. And hopefully we can convince this person to actually work for us as well, and then we'll fire them when we get back to port. But it'll make it a lot better to salvage the ship, for sure. Alright, let's throw our helmet on. And actually, we have a Weber laser right now. So we're gonna take that, and then we're gonna leave behind the extra tools, because we don't need them. And the reason why we're taking the Weber laser out instead to start with, instead of the cutlass, is because the Weber laser will actually do more... Where did the person go? Seriously, where'd the person go? The Weber laser will do more damage than the cutlass. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're stuck in that room. That's why they haven't come out yet. Interesting. So that's a pirate, shipbreaker, and this person's job is pirate. So it looks like this ship got... They tried to pirate the ship. And then one of the pirates died, and one of the pirates survived. But we're gonna see if this person will work for us. It'll make uninstalling and everything else here a lot faster. We'll bring this all the way down, and this person is trying to kill us. So they're already coughing blood, they're stunned. Why they would do this, I don't know. So what we're gonna do is grab our cutlass, because we don't want to like totally ruin our... We don't want to totally ruin our laser torch. And we're going to continue to attack them. And they haven't gone unconscious yet. I would love to keep their EVA suit intact, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. It doesn't look like they've been able to hit us yet. There we go. So we're just gonna wait a moment and see if they're going unconscious. They are. Fantastic. So they're unconscious. So what we're gonna do is not exactly the nicest thing in the world, but you know what? They attacked us. So So what we did is we just took their EVA suit off, we took all of their stuff off of them, and now they can't hurt us because, well, they are going to die in a vacuum because they attacked us. If they hadn't attacked us, they would be alive and employed. But they attacked us. Terrible. Okay, great. So, we're going to just strip these other bodies as well. Let's take a look, see what's in these backpacks, because A, we just got a new one. B, I can't remember what's in our own backpacks. Great. So we'll go ahead, take some stuff from them. I can go there. This one. It's like a matching game. Find the matchy match. There we go. Take a look. What's in that crate? Nothing. Cool. Cool. So we're gonna strip this person too. You can see they all like were in EVA suits or something because of all of the cloth and everything around them. And so it looks like a mostly intact reactor, which is great news for us because we're gonna strip it and sell it. And we're gonna take a look around because I'll bet you that there's at least a little bit of fuel on board. We'll open up the doors. Oops, there we go. And there is enough RCS to get us back to K-Leg for sure. There's some fuel in the HE3 tank, yeah. So now we're just hoping that there's some fuel in wherever their heavy water tank is too. And we will spend quite some time on this ship just stripping it down to nothing. Not completely nothing, but quite a bit. Because each one of those pods is worth 30 grand. So that is very hard to pass up, of course. There we go. Just checking our O2 stock and everything. There we go. I was trying to figure out how to get around that wall. It was kind of being obtuse. Check these bins. There's some water. Picking up water is always worth it if there is any. You just never know like when the next time you'll find water at not like a super expensive price. Also, toothbrush is a good choice. Just keeps your hygiene up. Also, videotape. I've never come across a videotape, so that is new. I think it's new for this particular version, which is 0.15, of course, the new one. And we'll pick up some meds because we don't really have a good stock yet of them. There is a crate that we'll probably get into shortly. Their navigation console is not super interesting, which is fine. Oh, they have a second one. Check that one. Again, not anything like super interesting, but totally worth taking with us. Nav consoles are worth like 16K, plus now with all of their like little bits and pieces that you can install, uninstall, they're worth even more. Does look like there's no heavy water, which is fine. Not the best, but not the end of the world. Looks like we have a little bit of power on their batteries, which is good news for us because our biggest thing that is going to keep us from staying here as long as we want is going to be power. Is if we run out of electricity, which is why I was really hoping for the heavy water, because the heavy water would allow us to fire up the reactor fully. But without it, we're kind of relying on whatever power we currently have, which isn't nothing, but you know, more is better. There we go. Just uninstall all of the reactor bits. Yeah, not quite a full reactor setup, but pretty close. We're missing the field coils by the look of it. But that's fine. And like, not that we need any of these parts for our reactor, but they are good to sell. Reactor parts are very inexpensive, or sorry, not inexpensive. They go for a decent price. They're not terribly take up a massive amount of room or anything. So it is just worth taking them whenever you find them, in my opinion, if you have the space and you're trying to make some money like we are. So yeah, grabbing the HE3 tank, and we'll start getting stuff back over to our ship. Oh yeah, these are full. Fantastic. Great. They probably have enough RCS N2 tanks to like completely replace our RCS tanks that are like empty. So that's nice and lovely. And of course, it is tea time. Fantastic. This was such a good choice to stop at this ship before we went back to K-Leg. Has so many valuable things on it. And I think what we're gonna do is probably drag most of what we're going to take off of the ship over to that door before we start going in and out. So we'll just come over here, grab that N2 tank, grab the HE3 tank, and we'll speed up some time because I'm not drinking tea this time. There we go. Some trash on the ground. And we'll probably try picking up some parts as well, actually. We will have some things that need fixing, so it would be good to have them. Yeah, I can't believe there's that many cargo pods on this ship. That is just so lucky. N2 is 35, 345. As a general rule, I prefer tanks, if I'm going to take them, to be over 300 kilos. That way, it's really worth the time to get them. But if I'm in a pinch, I will absolutely take anything I can get. But we are not in a pinch at all. And because we have an O2 tank hooked up to our RCS at the moment, we will take one of those O2 tanks, and it's like 400 pounds, so that'll be enough. And we'll flip over that O2 tank to an N2 tank when we get back on board as well. And something we're gonna have to think about is how wide we are when we go to dock with K-Leg. Just if you're too wide, you have issues with crashing into things. And frankly, I kind of like the size of our ship. It's really easy to maneuver. So I think ideally, we're not going to change the layout too much. What we will do is think more about how to make it better for what we're doing. So let's get those reactor parts first, actually. We'll grab the reactor parts, and I just want to check what's in the racks outside over here, because we haven't done that yet. There's a set of racks over here, and likely what we'll do is put some cargo pods in these like hollow areas and just kind of fill up parts of the ship outside a little bit. Yeah, the cryo tank's usually worth something. So we're gonna take all these reactor parts. I'm so happy we found this Lunamax, my goodness. Found is not the right word. Liberated from another pirate. Can we say that, even if we're pirates? Can we say we liberated it from another pirate? Also, I'm having a bug here going on with something. There we go. Just having a bug with something there. Wasn't letting me reselect or put down anything. What's going on with my earring? There we go. All right. Oops, forgot about that. If you click when you have stuff in your hands, it stops where your person is moving to if they're moving, or it sends them to another place sometimes. So hotkeys needed for that. Yeah, so we got scanned by another patrol ship by the look of it. Frankly, it's entirely possible we'll get boarded because we have 2 airlocks. I've never been boarded while salvaging. And honestly, the last time we got boarded, we talked our way out of it. So I'm hoping we can do that again if we need to. And if we can't, then, well, we have the ability to likely deal with that issue. Likely. Hopefully. Some more piracy, you know? Cut down some of the stuff on board their ship. We definitely have stolen a few things off of police cruisers before. And we may just have to continue to do so if they dock with us. There we go. Yeah, so like we're gonna be pretty full up after this run. Like, these cargo pods are not gonna be the easiest thing in the world to uninstall and find somewhere to put them. So what we might do actually is we have a towing brace. And so what we may do is go back to K-Leg with this ship attached to us. We have the towing brace. Ooh, I'm really tempted to try this. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to K-Leg with this ship attached to us. Okay. Just gonna check the control panel, see if there's any cargo. There isn't. Yeah, okay. There normally isn't, but I thought I'd just check one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna secure the docked vessel. It's gonna take a minute, but 100% it's gonna be worth it because we have enough RCS now. Like, we have enough N2 to get us all the way back to K-Leg with this other ship. I'm like absolutely certain of it. And so what we'll be able to do then is at our leisure, or leisure, however you want to say that, oh so fun word, we can strip the ship, maybe hire somebody even to help us strip the ship, and that would just be absolutely wicked. We're gonna keep that there, and then we're just gonna head over here. We're gonna switch out some N2 tanks, definitely switch out that O2 tank. There we go. Flip that O2 tank out. And how much pressure's left in it? Lots. So we didn't even touch that O2 tank when we started using the RCS before. Yeah, so this ship just has so much RCS availability, like for you to put in tanks, that when it feels like you're almost out, you're not. Like, having a couple kilometers worth of RCS left is not almost out. Like, even if it is only a tenth of what you can have. Okay, so we will flip over our RCS tanks. We're gonna take our helmet off actually. as soon as we put this tank down. There we go. We do not need to have our helmet on 100% of the time. Okay, so this tank has 300. How much does this tank have? 50. This one 200. This one's probably empty, yeah? Yeah, okay, great. So we'll uninstall it. There we go. Switch. Partner's just going out for a bit. Do some shopping. So she's just saying goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed our stream that we did together the other day for the Artemis 2 launch. That was so cool. Yeah, so that's empty. And if you're curious to why like we're beeping at the moment, it's very, very straightforward. We do have fuel. I don't know why it was telling us we didn't earlier. Maybe it's just because the reactor's not actually on. That's fine. So yeah, that was really fun the other day when we did the Artemis 2 launch together. Okay, so we'll put down our crate there, and now navigation station, there we go, use it. Great, so let's take a look at K-Leg here, and its range is 83 kilometers, not too far. What's our, yeah, see, like we're down to a kilometer of RCS at the moment instead of like having significantly more, but we are towing a Titan Max at the moment. So we're gonna see if we can't dock with K-Leg while we are towing this Titan Max, because that's just kind of fun. We did do a quick save here in case like we run into any issues while we're doing this, but we'll get up to like 100 odd meters a second and then we'll just kind of let ourselves drift towards K-Leg. Don't need to do this quickly. Yeah, you can see like, there we go. Bring out that up so that we're actually accelerating a bit quicker. There. There we go. And we'll be there pretty quick with the speed up here. Just gonna fix our orientation a little. There we go. So I've never tried this because this is the first time I am on any ship with more than a single airlock. So this should be exciting. We're gonna learn together here, see if it's even possible. Are we moving? Yeah, okay, we're moving. This other ship is also towing another ship that's going past us at the moment. And we're just headed to K-Leg to dock. We're towing a massive Titan Max, and I'm expecting a pretty decent payday, actually. They do have a ton of trade trade pods installed. So we'll uninstall them, keep a couple for ourselves so that we can do a really good trade trip later to probably Venus or Ceres, actually. I do want to see Ceres, but we're not going to get there on this. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Okay, there we go. Having some funky things going on while we're towing another ship. Very fun. Okay, so there we go. Line up for K-Leg a bit better. Also, doing it like backwards is not the most fun. Not the easiest thing in the world. There we go. Make sure we're actually going towards K-Leg and not directly into the asteroid, and we'll dock in a moment here. with our pirated ships, and hopefully we won't get arrested as soon as we dock. There we go. Coming into dock. How quick are we going? We're going quicker than I'd like. We're gonna come down to like 100. Can't dock if we're going well over 100 meters a second. Clamps won't work. There we go. And our cross is pretty bad too. So we're gonna bring down our cross. And there we go. Almost to the 5 kilometer mark. 5 kilometer mark. Now we can dock. Okay, let's try. There we go. So I think we have our secondary airlock chosen to dock here. So hopefully this all works out. Gonna have to turn, which makes me a bit nervous. And we are getting further away quite quickly. Oh, we have an ad break. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh my god. Oh my god. As if an ad break happened right as this was going on. Well, that was the weirdest thing ever for a docking. Maybe it's because we've got the towing one with us. Range of 1 kilometer. Sorry about the beeping. I thought we killed it before we started trying to dock, but it appears it's still there. Hopefully we don't crash into this thing. We'll find out. We'll find out if we can dock while towing a ship. First try. Looks like we were able to. There we go. Looks like we were able to dock with no major issues. So I'm just gonna take a quick moment, check a couple of things. Switch over to our BRB. Hello, everybody. Oh, sorry, just give me 1 second. My partner's calling me. Hey, honey. You hung up. Sorry about that, everybody. My partner's just out shopping and she just had a quick question for me. All right, so back into it. We just docked with K-Leg. Let's see if we did. We managed to hold on to our... Just let me turn this alarm off here. We managed to hold on to that Titan Max while we docked. Oh, it is off. Okay, we'll just mute that. So it's probably an air alarm going off somewhere on board. Yeah, it's over here. Let's go turn that off. Let's turn that N2 alarm off. We don't need to have nitrogen in our air right now. There we go. Shut it off. And this thermostat is not happy. So let's check and see if this thermostat's actually connected. I have a feeling it's not. Okay. Let's check this cooler. No, that's a cooler, not a heater. Oh, of course. It's showing as cold because it's this O2 alarm that's on. We're going to turn this one off. There we go. It's showing as cold because we don't have a heater installed because the reactor typically keeps the ship fairly warm. Looks like things just aren't quite hooked up the way they should be at the moment, but that's all right. So what we're gonna do is go and sell a couple things, see if we can't hire somebody to help us strip this ship down. And we're gonna try and register our ship as well. First thing we're gonna do is actually that. We're gonna go and try and register our ship back to us, because it does have our transponder on it. So we'll see if we can't. Do a quick save. And we're gonna access the ship broker. We're gonna hope that we don't have to buy our ship here. Oh, we can sell our dreadnought though. That's fine. It's an $89,000 thing. Let's do it. We can't sell ours. And I don't see the Lunamax we're on here. So maybe we can buy it? This is the one that we have attached to us. And I don't see the Lunamax here either. So let's rate our ship, I guess. Rating is in progress. This is very strange. Okay, let's try just accessing transponder sales. No legally owned ship. Okay, so despite the way we took this ship and put a... Gotta love that. Despite the fact we took this ship semi-legally, it appears not to want to sell it to us in any way, and we cannot purchase it in any way. So I guess we're just gonna fly a unregistered ship for a bit and hope that it's okay. And I guess that's why we don't have a ship rating availability right now. Okay, so that's fine. No one seems to be trying to... Nobody seems to be trying to, you know, arrest us for it. So now let's go sell our ill-gotten goods and gains to the black market if we can convince him to finally start selling us stuff. But we'll see. We're having some issues with that this time. Convincing this person that he does want to buy from us. So we'll charm. And we're gonna wait till they are at least a friend here. Let's just try a couple here. Make them feel good about things. Make ourselves feel good about stuff. Shoot the breeze with them. This is also how like you raise some of your own needs as well. Great. Gonna listen to this person. We really do want to get like them happy enough with us so that they trust us enough to buy and sell illegal goods. Yeah, we're gonna flirt because we really do need to raise our own intimacy needs as well. Good, they're nice and calm, so that'll help. And you can see like all the positives and negatives of trying different things with them. And like it says us or them, and like it is different, like those things are what happens to us or happens to them. And we don't want to bring his privacy down at all. We really want to make sure that if we can find anything to bring privacy up, that's what we do. Okay. So we're going to tell them not to worry. Interesting. They put the hand on us despite bringing down the privacy. So we're going to flirt back with them. Just helps us get A, our own need up, and B, I really want to see that switch to friend. Definitely takes a lot more than it used to. Used to be really quick to be able to do it. I'm gonna try changing the subject. And oh, something just happened. There we go. We're gonna reassure them again. Just try and bring everything up on them. And they see us as a friend now. Fantastic. So we're gonna wait for their reply. And now we're gonna try and trade. There we go. Friendly nod. We can access the black market. Woo. Much better prices to buy stuff, much better prices to sell things. So happy about that. Oh, goodness. That is very nice. Nothing to buy from him this time, which is totally fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but we do want to sell... Oh no, we don't want to sell other items. Because that just is going to show us the list of things that he wants. Not what we can sell, but it doesn't look like we can use the barter zone that we had set up, which is too bad. Interesting. May have to drag some stuff down here for him. Which, like, is fine. It's just, you know, takes a minute to do it. The other thing we're going to want to think about, too, is that we need to get some workout equipment so that we don't lose our physical traits. We need to work out about an hour a day to hold on to those. Okay, so we'll come over here and we'll double check that we do actually have zones set up properly. We do. Fantastic. So I'm not sure why we can't sell to him from those zones. Let's try selling to the kiosk, actually. Maybe that's just an issue we're having because the ship isn't licensed to us. Oh, apparently we don't have a salvage license currently. That's fine. We'll just buy like a 3-day one. And then we'll trade. Great. So, yeah, it looks like there's something going on with our barter zones. Very strange. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to save. Create a save. Saving. Fantastic. And we're just going to try and close. We're just going to reload it. We're not even going to close it out. We're just going to reload it and see if that fixes it. I do love that they put in these like little bits and pieces of lore into the loading screens. It is very nice. It just keeps things a little bit more interesting. Kind of gives you an idea of like, hey, these things are going on in the world. It's nice. And then you can like go and hunt down more info as well. There we go. Okay, so let's try again here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Sorry about that, everybody. Just dealing with the pupper dog. Yeah, so I don't know why that isn't working. It just means that it's going to take us a little longer to sell stuff. So frustrating, but not the end of the world. There we go. And it just also means we're not going to make as much money because we're just going to sell it to the license only spot instead of selling it to the black market for a lot of these things. At least the bigger things anyway. There we go. So we will go ahead and, oh, they don't want it. Loose damaged. I wonder if, yeah, okay, so they do want all of these things though. Okay. Okay, maybe that's what the problem is. Is this one also damaged or no? No, this one's not damaged. It's only this one. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll put you there. And we're gonna grab this one and try again. There we go. Come over to the desk again and try and sell it. Yeah, see, they do want us to buy it though, so like I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, accept OS1. Maybe it's because it's not registered to us. So I guess we're probably not going to keep this ship forever because we can't register it, and if we can't sell things directly from it, that's going to get really frustrating really quick. Like, it's not the end of the world at the moment because we don't have a million things to do it with, but it's going to get very frustrating in the future. Like, as we get more and more stuff to sell regularly, it's just not going to be, it's not going to be okay. So let's see. Just looking for that right there. Gonna exit. Yeah, see, like, it's not working at all, the barter zone. So I'm gonna assume that it is, for some reason, bugged to the other one. Or that, like, because we can't register the ship for some reason, or I don't even know. What we do need to do, though, is make sure that we pay off more of our loan for that first ship. There we go. So we're gonna come over here, grab a bunch of these small things, throw them on this dolly. There we go. Huh. Okay, there we go. Because we don't need all of those extra intakes. And now the question is, do we want to sell some of the Miras? And I feel like I don't want to do that yet, but we will sell that extra battery. So we'll drag all of this over to here, get rid of it. And then we will do the same thing with the reactor parts. Great. Play. Ship battery. Oh my god, those were only worth 300 a piece now? I feel like prices went down on stuff, like what they're worth. Which is fine, it's just not ideal, that's all. Okay, where's our helmet? We'll put our helmet on. Great, wait for that. There we go. So we're not going to take forever to, you know, repair all of these things for the reactor. It's just not worth it with how much lower these prices are and with the fact that we can't use the barter zone. So I think our goal right now is really actually really silly. We're going to get to a point using this Lunamax salvaging and or trading where we can then just go ahead and I'm not sure yet. Probably just head out to Ceres soon. It's probably the thing to do and just like see if we can't get a new ship out there. Except, yeah, because like even those reactor parts are just worth like a fraction of what they used to be. Man, I'm so excited about this Lunamax, and now it's like, nah, can't use you properly. Oh, hey, Indy, how are you doing? We're just doing some selling of salvage here at the moment. There we go, wait for that. There we go. Chillin', that's good to hear. Enjoying the holiday. If you have a holiday today. I know not everywhere in the world has one, but most places do, I think. There we go. We're going to hack this lock. Yep, nice, very nice. We towed a massive ship into dock, and we're just selling bits and pieces of it off at the moment. It's going quite well. Nomming chocolate eggs and all, very nice. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yeah, now I want chocolate. Well, at least my partner's out, like, doing groceries, and we'll come home with yummies soon. Very nice chocolate. Are they the like mini eggs, or like what kind of chocolate exactly? Or what kind of chocolate eggs exactly is, I guess, the correct way to say that. There we go. Whoop. A couple more things to drag at the same time. There we go. Yeah, mini pure milk and white mixed. Yummy. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. So yummy. It is one of the best times of year for chocolate, for sure. And like next week, it's all gonna go on sale. Looking forward to that. There we go. Wait for that door. There we go. Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is finish selling off these parts. And actually, we may not even finish selling them off. We may take some of them with us and head out to Ceres today, because it's a brand new location for Ostranauts in the Fire and the Hold expansion, and see how that goes for us. No, we're not going to bother with those. They're not worth enough this time. They used to be worth so much more. But I guess like it needed a rebalance. Like previously, the like Ostranauts, it was really easy to make a lot of money at the beginning, and now they've changed a couple things that definitely make it more difficult. But it feels kind of more balanced now, which is nice. But yeah, we'll see here in a second, because the big thing I want to know is, so we stole this ship, and I went to try and register it, and it won't let us, despite the fact that it has our transponder on it. And like, they're not trying to arrest us for doing it. So I am a little bit confused about it. Whoops, cancel. Okay, we want to uninstall it, but we can't because of the frame in the way, I'm assuming. Or do you need to start with that one, maybe? Or is it because there's walls in between each now? Yep, it's the walls. Okay, that's fine. They've changed the layout of this particular ship. So these cargo pods are one of the most valuable things in the game, like space-wise. Like how much space they take up kind of thing. And of course, as cargo trade pods, they're fantastic for trading with. Yep, it's the walls. The walls are in the way to access them now. Interesting. I wonder if micrometeors got a lot worse. Here we go. Great. So we'll grab one of these, and we're gonna pick it up. We'll pick up this one, and we're gonna install these pods on our ship. And after we get a certain number of them installed, we will try and sell the others so that we have enough money to actually like buy enough trade goods that it makes it worth doing some trade. So we'll put that one there, and we're gonna put this one here, and we're probably gonna get rid of these racks because I don't know why, but this particular ship, they like to put stuff on the outside of it. Okay, it has some useful stuff in these racks. Not like super useful, and like ammo casings, like why? Okay, so what we'll do is this one can get uninstalled. Great. If you're just joining us, this is Ostranauts. My name's Lulu, and we are pulling apart part of a ship that we definitely obtained through legal means. Definitely. No piracy involved. Not a chance. And we're just doing some refits to it. Lies. What are you talking about, Indy? We like, I don't know. Like, if you watch One Piece, it's kind of like Luffy. The piracy we were involved in, we pirated it from another pirate. So, like, I don't know. That's my opinion anyway. Like, yeah. So through totally legal means, we got this ship. Yep. And now we're fitting it out to... What is our problem? Oh, there's a pump in the way, that's why, and a wall. Okay. So we're gonna cancel that task. We're just gonna outfit this ship for some trade. Or at least we're gonna try to anyway. There we go. And this wall is gonna get uninstalled. Great. And now this pump is going to get uninstalled, and we're going to have to redo some of our air systems on this ship, I think. They weren't set up very well to begin with, and now like we're really kind of decimating them by changing it to make different things work for us. Okay, we need to do this slowly so we don't vent all our O2. Great. And we'll pick this up because we'll sell it and make some decent money on it shortly, but this can stay here for now. There we go. And actually, before we did this, we should have checked to see if we can even buy cargo. Because if we're not registered to this ship, I don't know if we can actually buy cargo for the ship. In which case, we're just going to sell these pods very quickly. But let's go find out. Oh, we hit untime. So really cool thing this game does is untime. It's basically 20 minutes. They changed how the time works, like how the clock works, because nobody lives on Earth anymore. So who cares about a 24-hour clock? And they set it up to be like 23 hours and 20 minutes so that you get 4 6-hour shifts and then this weird like 20 minutes at the end of the 4th shift. And it's called Untime. Kind of neat, kind of fun that they add that little bit of... Why can't we reach that location? There we go. Kind of neat that they add that in there, but yeah, Untime. Good, so we can buy stuff. Fantastic. That makes me happy. Makes everything a lot more worth it. So, where else are we going to put cargo pods? Probably over here a little bit. Yeah, we could get 2 this way, 1 this way. Just trying to see like where we might be able to put different pods, because if you build it wrong, you run the chance of accidentally running into things when you're docking, and then you'll never be able to dock there again. K-Leg's really bad for that. K-Leg is where we're currently docked, so it's less of a problem. But we also have 2 very close together. Oh yeah, we gotta uninstall walls to make this work. There we go. Resume. There we go. There. Wrong wall. Probably this one. There we go. You can get there. Don't be silly. There we go. Yeah, with the new update that came out, I guess last week, maybe the week before, there's a couple of new bugs that have been introduced that they're working on getting rid of. It's a very small team, so it takes some time, but totally worth it. And this is their newest expansion, and they've added in newest set of features to what will be the 1.0 release. They've added in asteroid mining and space weapons, which I think is super cool. I've tried out a bit of the space weapons in their arena mode. I haven't tried it in the career mode like what we're doing right now. But you start out as like a shipbreaker who owes a ton of money for your ship. So it just takes some time to really be able to engage with all the different content. But with this Lunamax, what I'm hoping to do is finish uninstalling these cargo pods, reinstall a couple more of them to our ship, and then we'll head to where my understanding of the new content primarily is focused. So that should be fun. Oh, that's an optical sensor right there. Okay, gotta keep that in mind. Can that fit there? No, I can't. How many hours have I played of the new one? I don't know. Let's see. Approximately 6 hours since the new patch. My goodness, my words today. And total, Come on, Steam. Show me. Show me the total. It will not currently show me the total. Oh, there it is. 254 hours currently, over the last year and a bit. But most of it, honestly, all in all, last 150 hours has actually really been in the last 6 weeks. Yeah. I really enjoy this game. It is very well done. Just trying to figure out our best spot to actually install this thing. Because it's not... I think we're going to have to uninstall this optical sensor. I think that's what we need to do here. Have you played Ostranauts at all there, Indy? Or have you played it much, I guess I should say? Okay, can't get to it. Why can't we get to it? Yeah, a while back. That's what I had thought. I seem to remember you saying you'd played a little bit of it, but I was not certain. There we go. Are we out of power? Oh, we are too. Okay. We're out of power, apparently. Whoops. Haven't played much this year. That's fair. They are coming out with the full Fire in the Hold soon, actually. Do we have any battery power? Can I get this started, or are we completely out of battery power? Yeah, it looks like we're out completely. Oh, nope. There we go. How much battery power is left on you? Ah, fully charged. Toggle. Great. Where is... Nope. Pause, please. Cancel that task. And what we're gonna do is start up our reactor. Control panel. Okay. It's been a hot second. So we're gonna go ahead, switch to battery. Oh, here we go. Capacitor is charging. Great. Lots of HE3, lots of D. Core purge is in the green. Laser capacitor is up, meaning we need to do laser alignment next. Laser is aligned. Pellet feeder. Come on, pellet feeder. Double check, make sure we actually have two that are installed in good shape. Yep. Great. Hop back into our reactor core. Not sure why our pellet feeder's having a moment, but it is. We will throw on our cryo here. Pellet feeder is still showing in the red. Off, back on. Sometimes that does it. Our battery is coming down, so we gotta get those moving. That's fine. Okay, cryo is on, it's in the green. Fuel regulation, great. Let's get fuel regulation going. It's in the green, field coils are good. Forward and reverse coils are in the green. Great. MHD is after, I think. So let's flip to charge. Oh my gosh, I think we're gonna run out. Yep, we ran out of battery before I could get through it all. Oh, I haven't done it in a hot minute. So what we will do is go and buy a very small amount of power. And then we will flick our reactor on. Also, we really need RCS. Why can't I buy RCS? At least I can buy power, but why can't I buy RCS? Fine. Go turn our reactor on, because I absolutely hate running out of power like that. Okay, let's do that again. Battery. How's game performance? Honestly, like I was just saying before, they do have a couple of bugs that have been introduced with the new update, but they are working really quick to fix it. Game performance really starts to die, I find, after probably 30 hours in a save. It just seems there's too much going on, and maybe it's not even necessarily the hours. It might be more about the word that I'm looking for is... Okay, I just gotta get this done. Here, 1 second. Great. Ignited. Should be able to flip that to charge. Yeah, we're in the rough. That's fine. Core temp is where it should be. Good. Good. Great. It could just be after like visiting too many places that it starts to have a bit of an issue. But honestly, I haven't seen massive bugs. Just a couple things here and there that get really frustrating. Okay, you're on. Yeah, so we don't have conduit coming from our MHD at the moment. That's our problem. That's why we're not charging. That's frustrating. Okay, I gotta go buy some conduit. Hopefully we can buy the conduit before we run out of power. Yeah, so it could just be the simulation has a harder and harder time the more stations you visit. Because I do find like it starts to introduce more and more bugs over time. Conduit. I don't see any. It's fine. Access transit. And like right now, one of the bugs I'm finding, and I don't know whether it's meant to be there or whether it's a bug, is I can't sell things from my ship right now. But I don't own it. So it could be because of that. But I just don't know. But yeah. Let's see. How do they not have any conduit for sale on this ship? On this station, rather. Weird. Let's go talk to you. Also, you should take your helmet off. Gonna have to go steal some conduit from random places in K-Leg, apparently. Or actually, why would we do that? We have a salvage ship attached to us. No need to take that risk. There we go. Okay, throw our helmet back on so we don't forget. Come on. This door needs to close. There we go. Now let's see. Conduit. There we go. Just grab some of this conduit so we can get our generator actually hooked up to our batteries. Most ridiculous thing I didn't confirm before we fired it up. That's okay. Should be enough. Come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, good. Yeah, it should be good. Should be good. And supposedly, they have really made the install better. The install and uninstall was supposed to have been a lot better in this one. That placeholder can get canceled. We'll press play. Close that and auto task. What are you doing? You're eating. Oh, it's because it's untimed, that's why. There we go. Okay, that is quicker. That used to take like a hot minute or two to get going for the auto tasking, so I'm happy to see that. Okay, let's check our... Where is it? The reactor core. There we go. MHD is still not working. We are ignited. Why isn't our MHD working exactly? Do we need more conduit there? If we do, that's fine, just weird. What do you want from a pirated ship, I suppose? Okay. So, we will take this and try installing it right there, and that should do it. And if it doesn't do it, I am unsure. Because this is on. This is on. So, like, it definitely should be. Weird. Also, it's not showing like how long this battery is going to take to charge. Weird. How about this one? Or how long it's going to take to discharge either. Okay, I don't like that anymore. It used to show you like how long it would take to charge or how long it would take to use all the current power for it, and now it's not showing anything at all. I'm just going to drop something into the Discord before I forget. Just in the general, in the questions. Nope, in the... I'll figure it out later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask them if that's on purpose or not. That's new. That's too bad. I liked being able to tell how much power I was using. Okay, so we were trying to figure out where exactly we wanted to put these trading modules. And I think we're probably gonna end up putting at least one over here or two. And I think we're gonna remove this optical sensor. Oh, we gotta do it from inside, that's fine. There we go. Should have brought that cargo pod with us at the same time. Oh, you can't get installed right there. Can you get... Maybe this Lunamax wasn't as nice as I thought it was going to be. Like, we managed to pirate it, and now it's just not, like, performing the way I would have liked it to perform. So, let's try... And I don't really want to spend a ton of time playing around with changing the entire configuration of this ship, because, like, it's not a good ship to go into combat with, no matter how much we change it. Unless we rebuild it from, like, scrap, at which point, you know, it's just not worth it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take just those 3 trade pods and we're going to sell the others. That is our plan here. We're going to go ahead and see if we can't also hire somebody to help us uninstall them. Okay, so press play. Let's see, don't want somebody without a EVA suit, ideally. Yeah, you're in a sweater. You're in an EVA suit. There we go. Start conversation. Take your helmet off. come back. We're gonna charm you. Or not. Alright, let's go down to Mescafe. See if we can't find somebody to come and work for us from there. Okay. Let's see, you are just a technician. Fine. Access transit. We'll go to the other part of the station that I can never remember, the commercial section. There we go. Water time. There we go. Come back here. Apparently we're going to try and charm him while he's in the bathroom. Fantastic. And let's ask them what's up. Make them at least an acquaintance, and then we'll try and hire them. Yeah, burst out laughing works. Let's flirt. No, we are not going to go get a drink. We're just flirting with you. There we go. Let's... lightly touch. Chase him down. There we go. Fantastic. Gonna have to wait for them to finish what they're doing. No thanks. Okay, let's just try flirting with you again here. Seem to respond positively to it before. Tell them not to worry. Great, let's tell them a riveting tale. And we really do want to try and hire them. Hurry up. There we go. We're going to change the subject. Subject hires crew. We're gonna just try it out acquaintance, see if it works. Hopefully we don't... Oh, they're blacking out? Why are they blacking out? Are you gonna die in your suit because you didn't take your friggin' helmet off? That might make me laugh, to be honest. Okay. Try that again. Oh, they're just declining the job. That's what's going on. Okay, that's too bad. But it looks like that's the only person that has an EVA suit, and I don't want to pay for someone else to get an EVA suit at the moment. So we'll head back to our ship, I guess, back to the port. And if we find somebody else who has an EVA suit, then we will hire them. But in the meantime, we'll just go ahead and sell off all these cargo pods, I suppose. There we go. Get our helmet back on. And uninstall that one. We may not even do that at the moment, just because it takes so... Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead, pay our debts, and we have plenty of RCS at the moment because of what we just took off of this ship. This is a parts box, so we will grab it. And I really just want to get to Circe's, so we're going to go for it. We're going to try and just get to Circe's with what we have right now. And we will jettison this Titan Max once we leave here. And actually, before we go do that, we will check and see if there's anything worth buying. And we're also going to buy I think a strength or the treadmill. I'm not sure which. There we go. Planetary inner. There we go. So I actually have no idea where Circe's is. But I feel like it's that one. Which is why it's highlighted. Which would make sense. Okay. So it's Port Mojave. Yeah, B Sir. That makes sense for Cersei's. Okay. Just need to check which one it is so that we can try and do like a semi-profitable trade run at least. Okay, so we have 3 OK leg and BCER. Great, so it looks like D20 would be a good choice. D20? No. Consumer goods could be doable if we had to. Ores looks like a very good one. Yeah, it's looking like ores is what we're gonna buy. Okay, that's fine. Ores it is. Not the most profitable thing in the world. Oh, we don't have enough money for that. That's fine. We'll buy like 40, 50,000. Great. There we go. Now we will go and get a piece of workout equipment. Because we do need to work on our fitness or strength. I can't remember which one we took at the beginning of this one. Let's take a look. So we have hacking, electrical, 0G, space engineering. We are fit and tough, so it's strength. So we need the strength trainer. Okay. And I think the strength trainer is the cheaper of the two. I think it is. Look at that. Wonderful. Yeah, treadmill, gotta love it. 30 grand for a treadmill, but for the exercise load system is 6 grand. So we'll go ahead, we'll buy that, drag that back to our ship, and then we'll buy some water and we'll head off to Sirius because that sounds like a lot of fun. And in a couple minutes, we are just gonna take another couple minute break. I am almost out of water. I am out of tea. And I don't like having ads interrupt us like last time. Wings, yes. Oh, you know, we do have wings for our chat now. 1 second. Aha. Whoops. Oops, I did double wings. That's okay. But yes. There we go. Drag our functional load system over. And it doesn't hurt to have extra fuel on board, right? Right? Maybe we'll engage in some piracy on our way if the opportunity strikes. Kind of feeling the pirate thing more than the salvage thing this time. Kind of a damper though not to be able to you know, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Not to be able to sell the pirated ships, even at like the flotilla or something. There we go. Now we can work out. And I feel like we need water and then we can head out. We have no G-lock, so we're going to be doing this not incredibly fast. But that's fine. What we will do is grab some water and we'll go. We have plenty of food, or at least I feel like we have plenty of food anyway. Bit by bit sellable. Yeah, it's just like as a crew of 1, it's not very doable at the moment. Like it is, it's just, I've done it before with these big ships. With these big, what's the word that I'm looking for here? These big trade ships that have like, there's like 30 pods here. 3, 6, 9, 18. Yeah, there's literally like 36 odd pods. And it takes like 3 hours to uninstall all of them, repair them, and reinstall some of them and sell the excess. And I just don't feel like doing that. Like, it's the last time I did it, I did that specifically. I logged on in the morning to play a little bit before work, and I found this kind of a ship. And what I did is I just set up auto working, and sending your own person off to do auto work when you're solo is totally fine. So that's what I did, and when I came back, everything was done. Main safe goes for bulk salvaging, second pirating. Yeah, that's fair. So I'm just like, I just want to like jump into the new content though, so I don't want to do the hours of salvaging this time at the moment. So we're going to go ahead like this, request clearance, request undocking clearance, and here we go. Add con to USD. What's that? Oh yes, and they start you like way further away now. Wow, we just like went 1,000 kilometers away from K-Leg. What just... Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, dev tools let you cheat. Gotcha. We just crashed. We crashed when we undocked. So just give me a second here to boot it back up here. While we're waiting it to boot into that save, I am just going to do a quick bio break and throw that screen up. Alright, everybody. So let's try and do that again. I would like to get us going at least to Circe's before the end of this session, which is going to be in about half an hour or so. So that was our last bio break. And then later today, we are going to be doing some stationeers on the moon, continuing on with that Artemis 2 one that we started a couple days ago. There we go. And I think we're gonna try and get our swimming pool set up this time, maybe. Like, I can't remember exactly where we're at with the moon, but I think we could like think about doing some fun stuff like that. Maybe set up a rocket, that kind of stuff. So we'll just grab our, oh, you can totally just buy secondary airlocks now. That's cool. There's our functional load machine that we bought previously. Drag that back with us. And we'll see if we can't get going off to Ceres. There we go, back to the port. And buy some supplies, some water. Great. Buy 2 flasks just to be safe. And then it looks like we didn't end up having the ore. So that's fine. We'll go ahead buy like 40-odd thousand. That's good enough. There we go. Great. So we'll go ahead and install our strength trainer again, and then hopefully we'll be able to head out for for Ceres. Circe's? I don't know how to say it. Could be either one, could be both. No idea. There we go. Make sure we have our RCS. And we'll just do a quick save. So we don't have to redo that if it crashes again. And if it crashes again, I'm going to assume that our issue is you can't undock from K-Leg well docked with another ship. So we are talking to K-Leg. Great. Request clearance. Request undocking. And let's see. Okay. We didn't go flying this time, so that's promising at least. Nothing too weird going on yet. Oh, I think we left the ship that we were towing behind, which I guess fine. I don't actually care. Oh, we didn't. Okay, cool. Great. So let's do this. Let's head off to Ceres. So we'll go ahead, put that down. Inventory. Don't want that backpack. Let's see if we can't find one with less stuff in it. No, not really. Okay, that's fine. So what we'll do then is this EVA suit is going to go there. And we're going to put that there. And where are our coveralls? Or are they long gone? Looks like our coveralls are missing in action. Let's see if we can't find some clothing on this ship. There we go. No shoes. There we go. Left shoe. Oh. Right shoe. Fantastic. Okay. So with that done, quick save, and we will head to series. Potentially engage in some light piracy on the way. And in about 25 minutes, we'll call it until later today when we'll be doing some more stationeers. So what we'll do is, sorry about the in and out here, I just remembered that we also do still have the other ship attached to us. So we're just gonna go like that for a moment. And then we need to come over to our towing brace and disengage it. Also, I would really like to make sure that we... Why is my saliva... Why did we do that? Why did you do that? What is going on? Why? Why did you spacewalk like that? That is the silliest thing I've seen, like, any character do. My goodness. Please put your EVA suit on. Where the heck is your helmet? Why did you go for a spacewalk and leave all of the doors open? My goodness. And why is this door broken? Go close that door. My goodness. Oh, goodness. There we go. I guess we must have crashed somehow, or like it still didn't like it. Weird. Okay. Now that we're not dying, I'm just checking our lines to make sure like there is a power line that goes all the way from those batteries to where it would connect with the generator, and there isn't. There is no connection between the generator and the batteries for some reason. Which, like, fine. We luckily have some extra conduit here, so we will just combine a couple, I think. There we go. It's weird to be lacking so much conduit because like I'm so used to having a ton of it from building my building my ship so that I can take salvage back and forth between K-Leg and like the boneyard, right? And this time, because we just had the Lunamax to start, we don't have like all of that extra stuff normally that would be kicking around. So we're gonna go ahead and install this right there, and that should join the batteries. To the generator. And now we're gonna check the core, and it's still not on. I'm just double checking to make sure that I have it actually connected to the right part, because like I've had it set up like this before. Okay. I see what I'm missing. At least according to the way I did it before. How I did it before is I had a power line going across this way, in front of the MHD here. So what we'll try and do is just install a couple of extra conduits along here and see if that'll do it. No, it's just telling me that it's not in the green, which means it's not connected. That's all it does for feedback. And like, I don't see what's going on. Like, I have more cables connected to the MHD than I ever have before at this point. Yeah, it just gives you the fault light. It doesn't actually tell you what's going on. Okay, let's just uninstall the jumper. The only other guess that I have is because the capacitor is over here instead of these two not being set up properly. Like, these two are reversed how I normally do it, so that would be like my only guess, but that has, let's just toggle it. It says on, but let's just, and then we'll toggle it again. Because normally I set the MHD to come out of the output section right here, because that's what all like the instructions say. It's just this was pre-set up, so I thought, okay, fine, it's got to be good enough, right? But now I am doubting that. I am significantly doubting that. So nope, it was one button. I forgot to flip that button. We're good. We have power. Fix that door a little bit. Great. There we go. Just one freaking button that I forgot to flip. Always the way of it. Oh look, we have a little injury. Interesting. Not even sure where that injury came from. Right. Left. Let's do it. Oh no, one more thing before we do that. Let's close that door. We gotta release the towed vessel here before doing this. Oh no, do not uninstall. Cancel that task. Wrong button. There we go. Release towed vessel. Buy random vessel. There we go. Dock info. And we'll undock. Great. And we will accelerate a little bit away from you. And now inner planets. And that looks like the right point of reference. Maybe. Interesting. Okay. Let's plot course. And takes 4 days at a short drift phase. We only have 8 hours of reactant. My goodness. A month. Oh my god, nope. We are not going to series today. We need to seriously increase the amount of fuel that we can carry to be able to do this. That is just outrageously ridiculous. Okay, so what we'll do in that case is we are going to pick the boneyard clean for tanks, for fuel tanks and whatnot. That is what we're gonna do. Because my goodness, that is a ridiculously long burn, and we are not doing a 1 month burn. Oh, we're about to get boarded. Hands down, we're about to get boarded. So we're gonna get boarded by the cops here. Popcorn, yeah. Yep, popcorn time. We will see if we're going to participate in some light piracy. It's really gonna come down to how they treat us, let's be honest. No, that's not even true. Just mute the warning. There it is. They have docked. Or they just rammed us this time. All very legal, of course. Well, like, they started. They rammed into us just now. They broke something, even. Like, we didn't do anything, and they, like, wham! Come on. We tried dealing with the thing. It wouldn't let us. Oh my god. What is going on? Are we just like... Yeah, they're just crashing into us again and again. Or they're shooting at us. I guess they could be shooting at us. Okay. I can't even... What? What is... Okay, I'm done. We hit another bug. Can't even use our ship to do anything now. There's nothing broken on the ship. Yeah, seems like we got rammed and now we can't use... Oh yeah, Yeah, no, not dealing with that today. Ah! So much frustration. I love this game, but might have ECM'd, yeah. Oh, they have like electronic warfare now? But like everything looks like it's still working, right? Except the lights. Yeah, okay. We should close this vent. All right, we'll give it a minute here. Because if that is what happened, I'm actually much more okay with that. But it just feels like... Okay, so there's one little wire missing here. My god, did they do it again? Okay. Oh, right, we don't have any of our tools with us. So I don't think they ECM'd us. But I do think... It's just messing, trying to understand what's going on in game. Right now, it feels like that. Like, to be fair, I am pushing to... trying to get to the things faster than I normally would. Like, to figure out the new play stuff. But... yeah, okay, we're done with this for today. Hello, Viking. You came back just as we're finishing up for today. Something happened. It's crashed on us. We have a major bug going on. So we're going to call it here because we were going to be finished at 3 for this one. But please do come back later. We are going to... Oh my goodness. If I can open things here. We're going to do a raid first, of course, before we finish up. But we will be doing... I'm just checking my own schedule because like I'm not great at scheduling. I'm remembering my own schedule. 5:30. There we go. Next one is at 5:30. So I will be back at 5:30. Enjoy Easter, Indy. Thank you so much for coming out today, and you as well, Viking, and everybody else that's been lurking in the background. And we will be back later, like I was saying. And if I don't see you, though, please do have a wonderful Easter, whether you participate in the actual holiday or whether you're just having a nice holiday. Either way is fantastic. I do absolutely love long weekends, and I hope you all do as well. So, I'm not seeing anyone offhand here, but just give me a second. I just want to see who's on and who is live, and then we'll go ahead and do some rating. See you soon, Viking! Okay, let's go with this person. They're doing stationaries. I do enjoy his base. It is wonderful. Here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, raid!